A fire that broke out at an East Texas fertilizer storage facility is burning itself out. However, some folks are still not being allowed to go back home. Around 5 o'clock, the fire started at the East Texas Ag Services building in downtown Athens. The fire prompted evacuations of all residents within a 5-block radius. Our team coverage begins tonight with KLTV7's Lexi Cook, who joins us now from Athens. Lexi, you spoke with some of the evacuees.
That's right, Anissa. Families that live in this area, that live near the fertilizer plant, are still being told to stay away from their homes. I talked to one family that actually drove past the flames right after they started on their way to a softball game. Take a look at the picture they took. You can see the flames are coming out of the building's roof and windows. They say they know ammonium nitrate, the same chemical fertilizer that exploded in West just over a year ago, was being stored at this building. But they say at first they didn't realize this fire could have been a deadly situation.
And at the time we didn't know it was a fertilizer plant. We just thought something had caught fire. But as we got closer, we heard a loud boom as well. So we know it was pretty bad, and then we just kind of breezed it off and went to the game, and all of a sudden everybody was evacuating, and at that time we realized how bad it was.
We heard some big explosion, but we didn't know what was going on.
KLTV7's Cody Lillick spoke with the mayor of Athens and people who were being evacuated. He said he brings us the story of what was happening and how people responded to the situation.
When the fire was called in around 5 o'clock, crews from across Henderson County rolled in.
I actually heard it, but I was close to it.
When officials like Athens Mayor Jerry Don Vaught responded, they knew what had to be done.
We have a 5-block evacuation perimeter going on.
The smoke was visible for miles, raising concern across the city.
I heard like a little explosion, and it was nothing but a burst of flame. Before you know it, they was evacuating everybody.
Evacuating a 5-block radius around the fertilizer storage facility, located right along the railroad in the heart of Athens. Also inside, a chemical that brought back memories of a disaster 1 year ago.
We do not know quite how much ammonium nitrate was in the building. There wasn't ammonium nitrate in the building.
The view from above, you can see all firefighters can do was let the fire burn and not let it get out of control. Control over a situation they know could have had a very different outcome. And the fire crews remain on this scene. Road closures remain in effect here outside downtown Athens. We know fire crews remain on the scene. We have seen a few of them leave, including Murchison Fire Department, but we know that a hazmat team has now come in now that the fire has subsided a bit and it is now starting to burn itself out. A hazmat team is going to come in before any of these road closures are lifted. Reporting live near downtown Athens, Cody Lillick, KLTV7 News.
All right, thank you, Cody. People out here say they're actually surprised the fertilizer plant didn't catch fire sooner. You might remember a few months ago, a Mexican restaurant right next to the fertilizer plant caught fire, but the fertilizer plant stayed intact. Officials out here say, fortunately, there are no reports of any injuries tonight. Like Anissa said, firefighters will be staying out here until the fire is completely burned out. No word yet on how long until the people that live in the 5-block evacuation area will be able to return home. Anissa?
Thank you, Lexi, for that live report.